All right, hey everybody, welcome back to the eBay shop. My name's Corey.
I'm Teresa.
And we are Grams and Pops Vintage, and we're going to talk about a little bit of a bait and switch today. We're going to talk about how we got tricked at a garage sale more than once.
Well, but it was our own fault.
It was 100% our fault. And we're going to tell you all about that, but we do have some other things kind of mixed in today. We've got a couple of questions we're going to answer that were asked on our channel, and we've got some things that sold. So we're just going to jump right in and look at a few of the things that went out or are going out today.
Can you speak today?
Nope.
Okay, the first thing we sold was one of my favorite patterns of silverware. It's one of my favorite patterns of silverware that I always do well on. I don't hold on to them for very long. But these are Oneida Community Stainless Brahms, and they are the teaspoons.
Yep. So that's what it looks like. And it's the teaspoons that went out.
Yep.
And what did those four teaspoons go out for?
$31.99 plus shipping.
Yep. And they sell
so
pretty
what's
quick.
32?
This pattern does sell pretty quick.
Yep. That's $8 a spoon.
$8 a spoon. Not bad.
I just mathed.
All right, guys. Welcome back to another sticker section. Is that what we called it?
Sticker feature. Featured sticker.
Featured sticker section thinger. We're here, which is bad because we're not at home. We don't have our sticker drawer, but we do have one sticker.
We do. It's a special one.
That's too large for even the eBay shop. So we leave it at the big building in town.
Yep, I have it on my desk at work.
Let's see whose this. Let's see whose sticker that is. All right, who do we got?
We have Beats by Repeat.
We have Amy. And her channel just got monetized officially, like fully monetized.
Within her 1 year time frame.
So she must not suck. Like, that's got to be decent.
She doesn't suck.
So go check out that channel.
Well, hold on. She does. Because she hasn't been recording lives lately.
Well, she's not taking... Well, they do Goodwill auction bins live sometimes on their channel. It's a really good channel. And when they're not doing auctions or the Goodwill auction lives, they're actually doing picking videos. So if you like that kind of video, go check it out and tell her Grams and Pops sent you.
Bye.
Okay, we were at a garage sale this last weekend, and Corey found these and decided we should buy them.
Yep. I think I was going to sell them as a pair.
Yeah, but they still sell individually,
so
obviously.
The old gas stations, when we went to high school, always used to sell these portable disposable cameras. So it's just a little plastic camera in a box. You pull it out, you take your pictures, and then you go get it developed.
Yep. It is a Kodak HD Power Flash, 39 exposure, single use, 35 millimeter camera.
Yep. And these are still new in the box, and it sells for what?
But they are expired.
Well, yeah.
In 2014.
Any of that would have been expired.
They're over 10 years old.
What'd that sell for?
$11.99 plus shipping.
Yep. I kind of regret we had some film, some brand new film for 35 millimeter too, that we got out of a storage unit, and I threw it all away because the box was open and there was one canister missing, but there was like 6 left or 5 left. I kind of regret throwing those away now because I found out those actually sell too. So yeah, keep your eyes open for old film and old film cameras. Sometimes they do sell.
Yeah, I was surprised when he grabbed them.
I think I would have paired them up as a double and sold them for enough. I wouldn't have posted it for $11. But it sold, so
it
it's
did,
out
and we
here.
have one left.
We
Maybe
do.
they'll come back when they get this one and use it. They'll buy my other one.
Maybe. All right, so first let's answer a question we got on, I think just our previous video, we got this question from somebody. Who asked the question?
Rose Johnson, 9957.
You just want to read the question?
I will.
I don't want to butcher it. You read it.
I will, because it's long. It says, does anyone ever try to make you go lower because of your YouTube channel? I added YouTube, just so you know. They see what you pay for something, and so they want to lower price also. Or do they get mad when they find out how much you paid for it and how much they paid for it?
No.
We have never had anybody hit us up just because they saw something on our YouTube channel.
I think if they did, that'd be the same kind of person that would walk into Walmart and say, I know you only paid $1 for this bottle of shampoo. Why am I paying $8? In answer to the question, though, no, we don't get that. We've never had that. And if anything, I would actually say the YouTube channel almost works in reverse of that, where I've seen other resellers with very large channels be able to charge a bit of a premium. They can charge more and they get a higher price for stuff because of who is selling it, because of the YouTube channel. So now we're not YouTube famous like that. No. That doesn't happen. No. We have to go with market value, and we're on the low end of market value. But no, we've never run into that. And the only times we've seen anything in correlation to the YouTube channel. It's actually been in the reverse of that. So I don't think that's, people in general don't, like, why would it matter what we paid for something? We're buying it at below market value, or we wouldn't buy it. Like, we're not going to buy it at market value and then sell it to you at market value, or we would be out of business very quickly.
Yeah, and like you said, that's like walking into Walmart and saying, we know that Walmart only paid $1 for this item, therefore I only want to pay $1 for this item. That's not how any marketplace works.
And you can, if you buy an entire container shipload of it, you could pay $1 an item too. I mean, that's, the fact is we have the source for it, and there's the desire or the want for it is on the other side. So it's supply and demand. It's that simple. So no, we've never run into it.
We don't always put the price. Like, there's only sometimes lately that we'll say, well, we paid this for it, we paid this for it. So we don't always say what we paid for them.
And I don't mind being transparent about what we paid for something. If somebody on YouTube asks what we paid for it,
I
would probably share that. I'm not bashful about that.
They asked about our fake Yeezys.
Our fake Yeezys.
That we paid $15 for.
Yeah. So yeah. I think that answers that question, right?
I think it does. Yeah, we've never been yelled at by anybody for it. We've never been asked for lower prices just because we have YouTube. We have had some people come in and buy stuff at market value that follow us.
I could see where that comes from, though, because if we actually think about it, we have run into the situation where friends or family are like, I don't want to give you this because I know you're going to make money on it. Like, people do get a little bit
butthurt.
People are a little bit weird about that. They don't want you to have something, even if they're at their own garage sale. Say a family member's having a garage sale and we show up and we want to buy stuff because we're going to resell it. They don't like that. They don't want to know that you're going to make money on it. So some people do get a little bit weird about that. But the fact of the matter is, if somebody asks for a price, we give them the price they want. It's none of their business what we do with it after that.
You mean like our power washer? You want to tell them that story quick?
Well, I don't think the guy would have been upset about it.
No.
My daughter had a garage sale at her house.
Yes, she did.
And we didn't shop her garage sale at all, but her neighbor directly across the street had a garage sale when we showed up to see the grandbabies.
2 things from him.
We bought 2 things. One of them was a big Craftsman, like, gas-powered power washer. Mm-hmm. He had $25 on it. We didn't haggle. We didn't try and get a lower price. I gave him $25. I wheeled it across the street to my daughter's garage sale, changed the tag to $50, and sold it within that hour.
It sold it actually within probably a half hour to a lady that looked at it, took a picture of it, left, and came back and bought it.
But our daughter was worried the neighbor would be upset if he saw us do that. We were very open with our neighbor with her neighbor that we were actually resellers. He knew we were resellers. Mm-hmm. We didn't tell him we were going to sell what we bought from him.
Right there across the street.
But we did tell him we were resellers. So again, once I give you your money, if I don't haggle you and I give you what you're asking for that, whatever I do with that after that, that's my product.
Yep.
I guess I really don't. I need my shirt that says F your feelings because I don't care what you think about it at that point.
I thought that was funny, but
there you go. So now we've answered the question in 2 different ways, I guess.
We have. We have.
So, all right, let's look at what sold next.
We sold some Bachmann HO Easy Track. These are all the little connector pieces, so they range in length from 0.7, so 3/4 of an inch, all the way up to 2 inches.
Yep, lots of little track chunks.
Yep, there's 10 pieces in there, and those sold for $24.99 plus shipping.
And that's an easy shipper, so I like those.
The next one, oh my, I was so excited when we found this.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the good one.
This is the one. Yep. So we've got a camera here.
We do. It is a Nikon Coolpix.
Yeah, it's not, the case is a Sony, but that's not what's in it. The Nikon, it's one of the point and click digital cameras.
Nikon Coolpix S8200 8200 digital camera. It comes with the charger or with the case, and then we bought a brand new battery and a brand new charger for it.
And I know we've talked about it before. When you're buying these point and click cameras like this, sometimes it is worth buying a battery and a charger to test them out, because this would have been like a $30, $40 parts only camera if we couldn't test it because the battery or charger wasn't with it.
Yep.
And it turns into a much more expensive camera if you can test it. And even if this didn't work, we would have kept the battery and charger and used it for the next one.
Yep.
So,
and we have a couple of those.
What did that sell for because we tested it?
$249.99. And I did a woohoo when that one came through.
So we jumped the price by $200 by spending $12 on a battery and charger.
Yep.
So sometimes they are worth spending a few dollars on to test them.
Yeah, because we paid $4 for it initially, and then you add I think it was $10 for the charger and battery. So you have $14 in there for a $250 camera.
Yep. All right, what do you get next?
We sold a Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins, Nintendo Game Boy game with a case and the manual.
Yep. Recently, we went to a sale. It was actually the last sale we went to that day. We went to it on the way out of town. It was 2:30 in the afternoon. And on the table sat an old pencil case with a Game Boy and 3 or 4 games. I think it was 4 games.
Yeah, because we paid $5 and I marked it down as whatever.
Yeah. So it was 4 games, the Game Boy, and the games had the manuals, and one of the games was the red Pokemon game. We had to go through a whole, make sure it was real and authenticate it, which we did. Tracy was able to open it up and actually look at the board. We found a website that helps us authenticate that. Or a video, I guess.
I think it was a video that I watched a guy show me the difference between knockoff and authentic.
Yep. So
Pokemon.
don't discount sales just because it's late in the day thinking there won't be anything there. I don't know why this sat there all day. It didn't sell,
either.
but it did. And this was just one of the games out of that box. We paid $5 for the entire box.
Listed it, and 10 minutes later it sold.
Yep. Game and manual sold for how much?
$29.99, which makes me think I was in the higher range because it had the manual and it has a case for it.
Yep.
Makes me wonder if I should have listed it for higher yet.
I'm still happy with it because the expensive games are still in there yet. And that paid for the whole thing 4 times over.
Yep.
Well, 5 times over.
And the Game Boy turns on. It doesn't have the, what do you call that? Like the backlighting or the digitizer.
Yeah, the backlight's gone or something because you could hear it play. It does turn on. And if you get it under a direct light, you could see the screen. But if you take it out and you're just holding it, you can't see anything on it. So
Correct.
I think the screen, there's something wrong with the screen or the backlight or something. But we're going to sell it as parts.
Yep.
And I'm certain it'll sell because we're on the lowest end of the market for that too. So.
We are.
All right. So we're on our bait and switch. We got bamboozled. We got fooled.
But it is.
You got a good shirt on for that.
I do. I got a new shirt at a garage sale, so I was so excited. It's
a Scooby-Doo shirt.
It is. It's Mystery Ink, and it has the flowers, but it has the meddling kids.
Yep. We should have investigated further, is what I'm saying, because
I got excited.
On more than one occasion. I know this is like the second occasion that this has happened. A while back, I think it was last season, during garage sale season, we bought a scope, and it was a high-end scope. I knew it was a high-end scope because I have one almost just like it on one of my rifles, and brand new in the box, well, new open box. Open it up, the scope looks wonderful as far as it's in the packing, and everything looked to be there, the books and everything. Got it home later that day and unpacked it to list it, and realized the scope that we were looking at in the box was the one they took off of their rifle. So the one we had was a much cheaper, like not a good one, in a really good one's box.
Yep.
So it was kind of and a lot of people do that when they change out a car part or buy an upgrade to something they own. They'll take the old one off, put it in the box, take the new one, put it on their whatever. And that's kind of what happened in that case. And I think that's what happened in the case for today, too.
We saw this at a garage sale.
Fosgate.
And it's in the box. Looks to be authentic.
Correct grills on the speakers and everything.
Yep, they do have authentic Rockford, oh, that's noisy, Rockford Fosgate covers.
Have the pack with the screws and everything. I mean, it looks to be new in the package.
Has the original screws and the
mounting
hardware. And then we pull this. I didn't think nothing of it when I listed it, and somebody called me out on it.
Yep, these are not Rockford Fosgate speakers. Matter of fact, they're not even complete speakers. They don't even have a magnet on the back. Like they are not what the box is.
No.
So we bought it. Luckily, we didn't spend.
No, we only paid $5.
We paid $5 for it. And these grills that they didn't use, these are actually worth like $25 on their own.
Yeah.
So we're going to get our money out of it. But I think what happened is somebody bought these to put in their car to replace their 6x9s in their car. And they just took the speakers out, put them in place of what these were, and they didn't need the mounting hardware, the grills or anything, because they were just swapping them out with what was
Yep.
already there. So same type of thing.
But had I
Happened here.
actually paid attention to the box, let me put this back in here so that I can flip the box. You saw those speakers, right? They were flat,
Yep.
plain old speakers in the front. Had I paid attention to the back of the box,
They have a tweeter in the center if they were the real speakers.
and they say Rockford Fosgate right on the speaker.
Yep. So we kind of got taken on that one, but it was our own fault. We didn't look. It was $5, so it's a cheap lesson to learn. But we've learned it twice now, so maybe we have to start combining the prices and see how expensive it takes us to actually learn.
But I did do really good because remember those like shiny the lights that I bought that one day that were brand new?
Oh, the floodlight looking.
Yeah, the floodlight
Yep.
looking things. They had 2 boxes of those there, and I did my due diligence there, and I looked in the box, and the one was rusty old used ones that weren't
Yep.
the same thing. So I bought the brand new ones. Those I did verify are what's in the box, though.
Yeah. So it is important when you're out at sales to make sure you look when you're seeing something that looks like it's kind of new in box or new open box. Look in the box. If the box is open and you can open it,
Yep.
verify, because this is not the first time it's happened. Just luckily we have never spent a lot.
No.
We've never been hit with this hardware. We spent a lot of money on something and then had it not be what's in there. So
Yeah. We just seen the boxes of the other ones and bought them thinking they were real.
are you talking about the Transformers?
Yeah.
Those don't count. Those are counterfeit from the box to the bottom of the foot on the Transformer. Like everything on them's counterfeit. So that one we could have verified and we still wouldn't have caught it.
Nope.
We will now though.
Yes.
We will be looking now. So yeah, that's our bait and switch story. We got hit with some fake speakers, but I think we are actually going to come out okay because I think the grills we're going to sell for enough to make. I would have bought it if it had just been the grills. Now that we've comped them,
Yep.
so I think we're going to do okay on it. But we were disappointed. We made the listing. We had to take it down.
Lesson learned.
Lesson learned.
Always double, triple check what's in the box.
Yeah. Well, lesson learned twice or not learned yet. We'll find out.
Partially, 1 out of 3.
There's a lot of garage sale season left. We'll see if we do
Yes.
this again.
Yes. We're not going to admit it if we do.
We might. All right, so let's look at something that sold next.
We sold some Miss Me jeans. We sold some Miss Me signature low-rise boot jeans, size
Yep.
28.
Some sparkle butts going out,
Yep.
and those sold for how much?
$22.49.
Yep. So love some sparkle butts.
Next up, we sold some cards. We are getting down there on these, so I have not been sending offers on them.
No, we kind of have our mind set on these 1988 NFL cards, Bo Jackson's rookie year. They're not going to get less vintage.
No.
So we've kind of stopped doing any big offers. We have a bottom dollar, and we don't really go below it. So it has slowed the sales down, but they still do sell. And these 3-packs sold for what?
Total of $26.97. So they were full price at $8.99 per pack.
Yep, there you go.
The next item I was excited about, because I've never seen one of these, but I am a Littlest Pet Shop fan.
This is fairly recent.
Yes, I just
Yep.
bought that not long ago. So it only sat on the shelf for probably, I don't know, less than a week.
There's a turtle.
But it is the Littlest Pet Shop game from 2005, made by Milton Bradley.
Yep, the race is on, it says.
It is complete. The only issue was there are discs in there for something that one of the discs has some damage to it, the little green disc.
Oh, yeah, little cardboard discs,
Yep.
not CDs or anything. So
But I only paid $2 for it,
what does that go for?
$17.99.
There you go. All right, we had another question, didn't we?
We did. We had one more question, and I'm just going to read it because it's a lot again. Do you guys recommend selling on Bonanza, Macari, Poshmark, and Dip Dip? But I think that meant to be Dip Dip. So I think it's meant to be Dip Dip, which is...
I wouldn't sell on Dip Dip. Don't even recognize the name. It's probably counterfeit.
It'd be nice. So I think they meant Dip Dip, but it's fine. So as far as that, we do sell on a couple of those platforms. We don't sell on Poshmark.
I guess the way we look, I wouldn't recommend not selling on any of them.
No.
I would say it depends on your business and how you're selling and what you're selling in large part. The only one I would say unequivocally yes would probably be Bonanza.
Yep.
Just because it's literally, you spend 10 minutes to set it up and you forget it exists.
Until you get an order.
Like it syncs back and forth. You're not cross-listing. You're not doing anything. Every once in a while you get an order. We get a couple a month now. And you don't have to think about it until you get an email of something sold.
Yep.
Like that one is just kind of a no-brainer. It's almost like an add-on to eBay. It's kind of how we look at that. So that one I would say yes. The rest of them, I think it depends on you. I think
Yep.
if I was selling mostly clothing,
Poshmark
100% we would be putting some effort into Posh and probably, I don't know, Depop and some of the other places depending
Grail.
on the clothing. So for us, effort-wise, we haven't seen a lot of return from the other platforms. We have put some into it. We've done the Vendu thing. We've not seen a lot of return from it. Most of our money, well, put it this way. If we're looking at money for effort expended, eBay. And the rest of them are a waste of our time. Now, we want to get there.
Yep.
We want to be making more sales on the other platforms. It's just, one, we haven't maxed out eBay. We're not doing what we can do on eBay yet. And to split your time to the other platforms, it hasn't given the reward we thought it would. Right?
Correct. Because, yeah, and Mercari, I mean, we've only ever had
Two
or
sales?
three sales on Mercari, and
Yeah.
we've had stuff on Mercari forever. And so that one's just not, I don't see the return. Plus, I think part of it with Mercari, and I've even read comments of other people that with their new policies, they did go back to their old return policy, which was
Yeah, they're
not
making some
freebies.
changes now, which is encouraging. I actually like that. The changes they're making, I don't have an issue with.
But there are people that aren't buying on Mercari because now Mercari passes on the fees to the seller. Or to the buyer, to the buyer. So I've had a lot of people in groups say that they're not buying on there because they went in and it added $15 more besides the shipping.
Yeah, but those are reseller groups saying that. They're not true buyers. Resellers are different. Y'all are cheap. If you had an actual seller group, the people that go there to actually buy, the buyers,
Yeah.
I don't think they have nearly as much problem with that as the sellers that are whining think they do. So Mercari is not going anywhere. They're still making plenty of sales.
Yep.
It has not been good for us. We have occasionally heard a reseller or two say Mercari is their best platform or their second best platform. And then upon further investigation, we found out that they were selling a certain type of item that just didn't do good on eBay, or their sales on eBay were 1 or 2 sales a day. So they were selling at such a low volume that statement didn't mean anything.
And we do use Mercari for stuff that we can't sell on eBay.
Yeah. And we still use it. It's just not,
Yes.
it's not worth the effort. We do put some stuff over there when we can't put it on eBay. But it just, if I was to tell somebody that if you wanted to get some reward for your effort, the best reward for your effort right now, if I'm being completely honest, is on eBay.
Yep.
And for most things, if you're selling vintage lamps, go to Etsy.
Yep.
Like there are exceptions to everything. So it's not a blanket rule.
No. But for us, try it. The most you do is try it. The only thing with it is
We tried it. It's worth trying.
when you cross list onto like Mercari and whatnot, and you use don't quote me on this because I don't know for sure, but like Flip, I don't know if it removes it from eBay if you do that. But like Vendu and stuff does list perfectly, and that stuff does, but those programs cost money to start out with.
When we did it, one, to get your inventory over to those platforms, if you have a decent sized inventory, is incredibly expensive.
Yep.
Like prohibitively expensive.
Yep.
Once, we're over 3,000 items in our store. To move our entire inventory over to Mercari, like that would be several months worth of sales just handed over for nothing. When we clicked a button and bam, it happened on Bonanza.
Yep.
Like the technology is there. So if they had an onboarding process where it didn't cost you to get your original store there, and then every new listing you paid for based on their plan, that might change our mind on Mercari. But we also did several hundred listings over to Mercari, and we didn't make enough sales to pay for the monthly plan.
No.
So that should tell you something.
Yep. So yes, try it. The most you do is try it and remove your items from there and move on.
Yeah, and we weren't pushing junk over there. We were pushing newly listed items.
Yep.
So, I mean, it wouldn't pay for the plan when we did it,
Correct.
but it could be the type of stuff we sell. I don't know. That's a long answer. We're getting deep into it. And it really just depends, I think, is the answer.
Try it. If you like it, continue. If you get the sales you need, continue. If not, then walk away from it.
Yep. So, all right. Let's look at what else sold.
We sold some, I'm trying to think of what the word is. Like some fancy clothes.
So, yeah, we did. We're back selling some of our Robert Graham.
We are. We sold. You can grab it, then I'll talk about it.
Look at this thing, guys.
It is freaking ugly. We sold a Robert Graham green and white striped sports jacket blazer in size XXL. Like, look at the outside, it's like green and blue and white, and then you look at the inside and it's like hot pink and paisley.
What would you call this?
Striped. It's like a lightweight sports coat.
That's like a Dairy Queen mint blizzard or something. That is some fancy. That's some peacocking going on right there. Whoever's buying this, congratulations. You've got some confidence, sir.
I would not wear it. I think it's
So what does something
ugly.
like that go for?
That went for $45.
That is some cheap confidence too. Good
I don't
job.
think we have many Robert Graham jackets
No.
left. I think most of what I have
Those
left
are out of our
the.
storage unit.
Yep, I think
Yep.
most of what I have left are like the Jose Banks and some of the other brands that I can't think of.
Somebody's out there looking like a thin mint.
You're horrible.
All right. So last but not least,
We
we still have one of these not listed up there, I think.
do we? I don't know, but we sold. I don't even know what it is for sure. It's a Calculated Industries 6135 Scale Master Pro XE Advanced Digital Plan Measure.
Okay. So this is what it looks like. And what it is, when you do blueprints and things, it's got a little wheel on it. You could draw between your blueprints from point to point, and it'll tell you the scale. And you could do calculations and measurements based on when you're pushing it along to figure out your scale and stuff. That's how I understand it. I don't know that for sure. I'm doing that based off what I've seen.
The picture on it shows them using it on
It shows them doing it like
blueprints.
that. Yep. So see, user's guide. So that's kind of what I understand it to be.
I don't know.
But we sold one of these already. This is the second one.
Do you know how I know you listed this?
How?
Hold on, I got to double
Because
check
the
just to
title
make
is
sure.
the description?
Nope. I just got to make sure it wasn't on sale. Nope, it was on sale. Never
There
mind.
you go. She's
So-
making fun of my listings, guys.
No, I was going to say because it's an even dollar amount. It's sold for $35 even.
There you go. $35. And this, I think we paid a couple of bucks a piece for these. They were cheap.
I don't know how much we paid.
So we bought 3 of them. One of them didn't work and 2 did. So, all right. You said $35.
$35?
$35.
Plus shipping.
All right. I think that's it, right?
That is it.
So we're not good at sourcing. We buy things that aren't really what's in the box. We're giving you really bad advice on cross-platform listing because it was confusing and then
We apologize.
what else? YouTube affects. Does YouTube affect? It affects people in a positive way, except for us. We're not big enough yet. So
Yep.
there's the video.
You shouldn't have gave them all that. Now they're going to fast forward all
It's
the
a
way
summary.
to the end.
We need a summary section. I like it.
You like that?
Yeah.
Do we need to
Let's
start doing a
summarize the
summary section?
videos. There you go. All right.
Okay.
So that's it till next time, guys. We will see you then.
Hasta la vista, baby.